Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and other state officials are giving an update on the investigation into the apparent assassination attempt on former President Trump. Let's listen.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. It's good to be back in Palm Beach County. Today, I'm signing an executive order assigning the case involving the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump to the office of statewide prosecutor under the supervision of Attorney General Ashley Moody. The suspect, Ryan Routh, is believed to have committed state law violations across multiple judicial circuits in the state. Palm Beach Judicial Circuit, the Judicial Circuit including Martin County, as well as perhaps the Judicial Circuit represented by Broward County. Also, the state of Florida has jurisdiction over the most serious, straightforward offense, which is attempted murder. I've directed state agencies to move expeditiously and to provide full transparency to the public. In my judgment, it's not in the best interest of our state or our nation to have the same federal agencies that are seeking to prosecute Donald Trump leading this investigation, especially when the most serious, straightforward offense constitutes a violation of state law, but not federal law. In addition to holding the suspect accountable, the public deserves to know the truth about how this assassination came to be. And I've directed all state agencies to work expeditiously to be able to uncover the truth in addition to holding this suspect accountable. We are going to hear from some folks that will be involved in this, starting with our Attorney General, Ashley Moody.
We've just been listening to Florida Governor Ron DeSantis giving an update on the investigation into the apparent assassination attempt on former President Trump. DeSantis says he's signing an executive order assigning the case to the office of statewide prosecutor under the state attorney general. He says it's not in the best interest to have the same agencies seeking to prosecute former President Trump leading this investigation, and points out he believes there are several state violations here that can be prosecuted. I want to bring in ABC News executive editorial producer John Santucci for more. John, how significant is this, and what does this mean for the federal investigation? Do these just continue in parallel?
Dual tracks at the same time. It's not atypical. We've seen this before in other matters. There's obviously state laws. There's federal laws. I think the one thing that I would just take a little issue with what Ron DeSantis is talking about is that the agency that Secret Service rolls up to is DHS, Department of Homeland Security. Prosecutors report into the Department of Justice, two totally separate agencies under the executive branch of the government. So DOJ and the U.S. Attorney for Southern District, Florida, is leading the case in court. The fact that it is the Secret Service that is another branch of the executive arm of the federal government that, watches and monitors Donald Trump is completely unrelated to one another, because obviously these are federal charges. There's no other agency besides the Department of Justice.
You're saying in terms of him saying the same agencies investigating the former president or seeking to prosecute him would be the same ones.
Absolutely. And let's be clear. You already have, separate and apart from the DOJ, you have a House committee that's already looking into these assassination attempts as well.
All right. ABC News executive editorial producer John Santucci. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Diane.